Hi, this is Bradley, and this is my lab 2 for EEE. This is my ALU digital file. So it has the A and B input and Y output with the carry out and overflow. And then here are the different things you can change to it. You can change it to have it invert, change it to do an arithmetic instead of a logic, and then you can change it to carry in or to pass the A value through it. So I could have like A and B. And so this one, the logic on this one is that it ands the two, and then I can invert A, and so it just does the same thing with that. Then I can make it so that it adds A and B, so 5 plus 3 is 8. And then you can do the inverse of that, so it can invert A and then add it to B. And then you can also just pass the inverse of A. And if you do this, it has the other logic. It does, yeah, and then I can show that in the GTK. So here's the testing I did for the GTK. This is the first one where it's just the everything's a 0, so the arithmetic's a 0, inverse is 0, and pass is 0. And so you have your input to 8, your input to C, and the corresponding input should be an 8, which it is. And then with that you get a carry out and an overflow. If they're both an 8 right here, it's kind of hard to see. Oops. Then the A would also be a 8. And then if I go ahead and change it to a different function. So here's the GTK wave when the invert is a 1. And so you can see that this inverts the F and you get an out 0. And you can see that on the, where is it? Here. So if you have a F and a 1, you can get a 0. So that works for the invert function. So here's another thing on GTK. So for this one, I am using my when the arithmetic and the pass are 1, shown here, and here's the ALU working in the diagram. Yeah, so this is the logic shown what the logic does in the template. For this last one, this is my GTK of when all the pass, invert, and where's the last one? And arithmetic are on, as seen here in the GTK. And this is the expected output and inputs for the A and B and Y. And then the carry out and carry in. There's no carry in on this one, but I did test with the carry ins on some of the functions in the other GTKs, and it does work properly on the digital file for the ALU.